Good afternoon. Thank you for the opportunity to join online. I wish I would be there in person with you today. My name is Catherine Lefebvre. I'm Senior Advisor for the Open Quantum Institute at GESDA. GESDA is the Geneva Science Diplomacy Anticipator. It is a foundation that was created in 2019 with the mission to use the future to build the present. So how do we do that? We build this instrument of anticipation in action and bridge science and diplomacy through these innovative public-private partnerships. The goal is really to widen the circle of beneficiary of these scientific and technological advances and really promoting and maximizing the impact for society and our planet and enhance multilateralism. How do we do that? We do this through three main steps. The first one being the anticipation and really looking at what is cooking in the lab and what will be the next breakthroughs in 5, 10 to 25 years from now. We do this with experts from all around the world, experts in science and in diplomacy. And identifying also anticipating from these breakthroughs what will be the multilateralism challenges. Then from there, we want to accelerate the dialogue between science, diplomacy, and philanthropy and society to transform these challenges into opportunities and identifying what are the solution ideas that we can co-develop together to tackle global challenges. And finally, we translate these opportunities into concrete actions and concrete initiatives and projects that are aiming to have impact on globally and are done through public and private partnerships. So GESDA over the past years have been developing this tool that is this project that is the Science Breakthrough Radar that is available online, and we keep updating it with a large group of experts from all around the world looking at what are the main advances in all sorts of science and technology fields, mostly looking into human augmentation, eco-regeneration and geoengineering, quantum and AI, as well as knowledge foundation and science diplomacy. And looking at the anticipation of what will be these breakthroughs in 5, 10 to 25 years from now, and how does it impact us as humans? How does it impact our planet? And how do we live together? And specifically, I want to share today a little bit more about quantum because this is the field that I'm the most involved in. And quantum is a technology that is today not fully mature. So it gives us the time, it gives us the opportunity to anticipate the impact before it is deployed in production. And it gives us also the opportunity to look at how disruptive the technology will be on humanity, on our planet, and try to design the ideal solution that will ensure that we'll have equitable access to the technology and access to its benefits. So we do that through the same process that I just explained before, from anticipation to acceleration to translating into an opportunity, and really focusing on using science to accelerate sustainable development and promoting or offering this platform for policymakers and diplomats to think ahead and anticipate the impact on our society, or specifically for quantum computing. So this is how we designed the Open Quantum Institute that we call OQI. And we started the design phase in 2021 at GESDA with a task force of experts from academia, industry, and diplomacy. And then we reached a level in 2023 for the incubation of the initiative at GESDA. And now we are in the pilot phase. So in 2024, we partner with CERN and with the support of UBS to scale the initiative and really grow it and make it more sustainable. So we're hosted by CERN until December 2026. And it is really impressive to see the growing community that is involved in this OQI. We wouldn't be that far and without the support and continued support of partners and members of OQI. This is really just a snapshot of the participants during the incubation phase, and it is really growing. So strong participation from academia, industry, diplomacy, UN organizations in Impact Forum. So what is OQI? OQI is a multilateral governance initiative that has the mission to promote global, equitable, and inclusive access to quantum computing, and through that, explore applications that will benefit humanity. We have we're defining our activities into 4 pillars. The first pillar is accelerating application for humanity. So really exploring where quantum computing could be applied to help achieve the Sustainable Development Goals and beyond. So we put together teams of experts, quantum computing experts with domain or subject matter experts, as well as experts from the UN organization or large NGOs to design these use cases. Once the use cases are sufficiently mature, then we move them to, we're testing and implement the quantum computing solution onto quantum devices. So we work closely with industry providers, those that are developing the technology and who are offering credits to do the implementation on their quantum devices that are available on the cloud. So this ties to this second pillar that is access for all and really focusing on accessing current devices, state-of-the-art quantum computers that are available through the cloud. Now, how do we scale? That's very important for us. And how do we scale globally? So that ties to the third pillar, that is advancing capacity building. And we want to see how we're working closely with partners and members to scale and onboard more participants in exploring use cases and in also simply onboarding them on to their quantum journey. So we have a first target audience for capacity building, and it is youth from what we call the quantum underserved geographies. So these geographies that typically do not have access to the technology and even do not have access to the training to participate in this quantum revolution. The second pillar are diplomats and policymakers and ambassadors. So it ties to the fourth pillar, that is on multilateral governance of quantum computing for the SDGs. And so we provide this neutral platform for multilateral dialogue on quantum diplomacy for the SDGs. I'm going to dive into a little bit each of the pillars. So the first pillar is on application. Here you see a map of the different use cases that are led through by those very diverse teams of experts. And really we're exploring where quantum computing could be applied to global challenges related to food, to health, water, energy, climate, and more. And so when these use cases are well advanced, working very closely to access current devices, quantum computers, to do the implementation with the support of industry partners who are donating time on their platform, and also supporting the on the technical side also to learn how to use quantum computers and efficiently use these devices. In terms of building capacity, we have launched last year an educational consortium that has the mandate to share knowledges, share best practices, and also share tools, existing tools, or co-develop new educational tools together. So there are more than 55 institutions that are participating from all around the world. And then as for the first target audience in terms of youth, we have designed together with partners this toolbox of how to run hackathons for the SDGs. And this hackathon in the box toolbox is available open source on OQI website and is now being deployed in different geographies. In terms of the audience for on the diplomacy side, you're about to test it and explore it today. This is the quantum diplomacy game that is a simulation that really immerse you into the geopolitical implication of quantum computing and offer the platform for doing the anticipation, showing the importance of anticipation and the importance of multilateral dialogue to approach these implications of quantum computing. So I hope that you will enjoy. And finally, to mention that 2025 has been proclaimed by UNESCO the International Year of Quantum Technology and Science. And OQI is very much involved, and our activities specifically on capacity building, but even beyond, are very aligned with the mission, the mandate and the spirit of this International Year of Quantum. So we are contributing and supporting. So this, as I mentioned, the OQI capacity building products, hackathons and diplomacy game are being deployed all around the world, and then there's more activities that are planned for 2026 too. And finally, in terms of multilateral governance, we have a diplomacy community that we've been engaging with that includes more than 20 countries that have permanent mission in Geneva, and together with experts also from industry and from academia, we're doing deep dive and discussing the governance of quantum computing for the SDGs and looking at different implications in terms of, for instance, digital and in economic inclusivity, national security, talent mobility, standardization, and so on. And we've put together this intelligence report the past 2 years that also available online, and we're continuing to foster these dialogues at the multilateral level. OQI wouldn't exist and wouldn't go that far without the support of a strong community and the support and guidance of its advisory committee, which is formed of 34 members from industry, academia, and diplomacy, and are really helping to scale and promote OQI mission, making sure that we can achieve it, which I'd like to remind all of us that is really to promote global, inclusive, and equitable access to quantum computing. So on this, I thank you for the opportunity, and thank you for participating today in this quantum diplomacy game that GESDA and OQI have designed, and we are very much looking forward to your feedback. I hope this experience will onboard you into your quantum journey, and we welcome you to the OQI community. Thank you very much.